My name is David Lewis.
My name is Mark Suramaki.
My name is Paul Lewis. Our firm's name is Lewis Suramaki Lewis Architects, which also is abbreviated to LTL Architects because no one can ever pronounce Suramaki properly.
We're very interested in looking at creative opportunities to the constraints of any project, really driving the edge and the possibilities of what architecture can do. Almost all of our work, and this is intentional from the founding of the office, is public in nature, looking at how the programmatic and material conditions of architecture can push expected uses of social engagement.
One of the things that we often do in the office is to work between hand drawing, between the kind of digital transformation of those drawings, and then through more digitally based mediums.
The speed by which you can quickly sketch something is complemented by its inaccuracy. On the digital side, it can often be relatively slow to produce something, but its accuracy is embedded within kind of knowledge. So what we're interested in is taking advantage of both and short-circuiting the processes by which they're set up.
It's funny, the first interaction we have with the surface is as an object not turned on. It was actually quite elegant.
We've been using the Adobe Creative Cloud and CS6 on the Surface pretty seamlessly.
I used to use my Surface primarily as a desktop device. But what's been really great is that I've been able to take it out onto the site visits and meetings with clients. Things that normally would remain in the office, such as three-dimensional models, can now be taken to the site, and we can do quick sketches and model things based on client feedback.
Whereas before, we would have to correspond back and forth using 2D representation of a 3D model. Now we're able to meet the client, show them the model, make quick changes, and get feedback right away.
The role of technology in the coordination of the traffic of information that architects engage, coordinating consultants, clients, our own design team, work that's going on the job site, is we're constantly having to kind of be on top of what's happening and also be in a position where we can kind of intervene and kind of bias the way in which that information is being distributed.
A day is not static, it's not sitting down at the desk, it's literally moving from one place to the next. I'll be working on a file and I then immediately want to show it to a group that we gather in the conference room. Before, we had to be able to pull it into the server, pull it up on another machine. That always took delays, and it wasn't exactly configured to the way in which you were working. Now what we can do is simply dock the Surface, and it goes seamlessly, and in fact it's my interface, so I know exactly how to move around that computer. And it's the capacity to be as flexible and as mobile with as limited downtime as possible. We have the ability to be much more interactive on the screen as opposed to passive.
The Surface really allows, because of its transportability, its ability to work with images, text, to take notes, and to actually notate over imagery, a way to kind of make that process even more fluid. We can bring the Surface to the site, we can bring it to the site meetings, we can use it to communicate to the clients and to the contractor.
One of the advantages of the Surface is finding that next step, that next sort of bridge that allows you to do those things that you hadn't historically been able to do, that were split between two different systems, that then kept you from being able to do things that were much more seamless, much more interactive, much more in terms of the future of what architecture can be.